Hello everyone, in order to enter the waterfall in chapter 1 and enter the Sand Waterfall in chapter 2, you first need to progress to chapter 2, and then from there you need to progress to the boss fight with the King of Flowing Sands and the second Prince of Flowing Sands. And I'm going to show you how to get there now from the start of chapter 2. Go up this incline and take a slight left, follow the path, and then drop off this ledge. Here's your first keeper shrine, and then you're going to take a left, and then after you cross the bridge, take a right and keep following this path until you get to the boss fight. And when you do this boss fight, you have a choice. You can either defeat the second Prince of Flowing Sands, and that'll end the boss fight right away. However, the King of Flowing Sands is going to run away into a cave just off to the left of where this boss fight is. And in that cave, he's going to summon the first Prince of Flowing Sands. And then you're going to have to defeat the first Prince of Flowing Sands before you can go on to the next step of opening these waterfalls. Or you can go the other route, which is defeating the King of Flowing Sands first. However, that's going to make the second Prince of Flowing Sands stronger. And then once you finally do beat the second Prince of Flowing Sands, then you're going to get a pungent flesh chunk, and you're going to go into that cave, and you can now summon the first Prince of Flowing Sands by throwing this pungent flesh chunk off of a ledge within this cave. Or you can just move on to the next step without having to do that, and I'll get back to this in a second. Whichever path you choose, once you're done with this first boss fight, then you're going to progress off to the left and then get another keeper shrine, and then you're going to take a slight right and go into the cave, and then go around a bend, and then you're going to drop off a ledge, and that is where the first Prince of Flowing Sands will be summoned by the King of Flowing Sands, or where you're going to throw that pungent flesh chunk off of the ledge to summon the first Prince of Flowing Sands. Regardless of whether or not you have to fight this boss first, or he's not even there because you didn't throw the pungent flesh chunk off of the ledge, once you have him defeated, or if he did not get summoned, then we can move on to the next step. Then you're going to go up to the big stone wall, which is perpendicular to that ledge where you would throw the flesh chunk off of, or where the first Prince of Flowing Sands climbs up from. And then what you're going to want to do is make sure you have the spirit from the Wandering Wight from the beginning of the game, and you're going to activate that ability facing the wall, and you're going to smash right into the wall, and you're going to crack an opening into the wall. And I also heard if you're standing right next to this wall when the first Prince of Flowing Sands comes to attack you, he can also break the wall open for you. Once that opening is there, you're going to progress through the opening, and then there's going to be a chest inside this big cavern. Within this chest, you're going to get long scales. Once you have the long scales, you're going to go back to the outside the forest keeper shrine in chapter 1. And once you're in this location, now we're going to progress to the waterfall, and I'll show you how to get there. And once you get to the waterfall, you'll be able to interact with it, and then the waterfall is going to disappear, and now there's going to be a hole in a wall that you can once again walk through, and now you'll be able to do one of the secret boss battles in chapter 1. And then once you're finished with this, now you can also go back to chapter 2, and we can enter the Sand Waterfall. Starting from the boss battle with the King of Flowing Sands and the second Prince of Flowing Sands, I will now show you how to get to the area where the Sand Waterfall is. And once you reach the Sand Waterfall, you can then once again interact with the waterfall, and that will make the Sand Waterfall disappear. And then there will be two large doors, and you'll be able to open those doors and enter, and then proceed to the next boss fight. And that's all there is to it. So if you have any questions at all, please post them in the comment section. Subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.